Now, in this video, we are going to be looking at banana or plantain macro propagation demonstration. For you who want to make money from banana farming and you need to make some propagation of a good species or good types of your plant, please stay tuned and watch. We are going to look at the advantages of macro propagation, healthy sucker selection, pairing to remove roots, boiling water treatment, peeling to expose buds, substrate sterilization, humidity chamber management, rooting, and hardening. Now, what are the advantages of macro propagation? It is a cheap technology. It is something you can do locally. It is something that does not attract big cost. You can do it even from some of the species you have in your farm. You can see some of the farmers locally how they have done a lot of macro propagation of a very good species of a plantain and of banana as well. You can see them demonstrating that in the farm. So it is something that you can do locally. Now, how do you select your sucker? The best type of sucker you use is the sword, and that is the one you see. When you have your tool, you can remove it close to the mother plant. That's what they call the sword. Can you see? That's the sword. And when you remove the sword, then you can get them prepared for the propagation. So how do you pair to remove the root? As is being demonstrated here, you have your tools. You have to cut. You have to remove, the soil. You peel off the back. This is to prevent, some kind of disease that you may have in the soil. You are going to remove them totally. And if they have eggs also, deposited in the soil, they are going to be removed. Then you can cut it. After doing that, you can now, dip it into boiling water, which is, you can do that, by dipping them in boiling water for about 30 seconds. 30 seconds can be done by maybe counting, like you are just counting 1, 2, 3 to about 30. Or you can also use your watch, or you can use, some kind of other media. And you can see that here has been demonstrated. It's going to help to remove, the nematode or the eggs that are deposited right there. That is just to kill those things that are already, in the plant. Let's look at the peeling to expose buds. Yeah, you can see you are going to peel the back, which is what you are seeing in the demonstration. You are going to remove it, carefully, to expose. And if you see any bud, any type of, trying to, come out from the side or wherever, you have to cross-cut, because we don't want those ones to continue to be the one feeding or, germinating alone. And if you have anyone at the center too, you have to cross-cut to make sure, you kill them. And while you have done that, you have to prepare your substrate. Substrate can be, it can be soil, it can be sawdust, it can be husk, from coffee. Then you pour water in a container, and you put some kind of stick that's, doing that in locally. Then you put the sawdust in the bag, and you are going to put it won't touch the water. You put it and, in the container, and you heat it, for about 2 hours. But if it is soil, you have to heat it of about 4 hours to be able to destroy some of the, things that may destroy the plant. Let's look at the humidity management. Yeah, when we are doing the humidity chamber management, there's a sawdust that was sterilized. You build, a box like this, and you have the top. It's had to be a transparent, a material, or you can use this kind of material as you have seen it. And in the meter high, you can have a meter high of it, so that when it grows up, it can have a space to grow. And you can see being demonstrated. That's a box, of 1 meter high, 2 meter length, and wide is 1.5 meters. Then that is, you have different types of chamber. as it's been demonstrated. Can you see? And these are the grown ones. These are the grown ones. And then when you have finished that, you can now have cross-cut the board, and the comb now can be now put in that sawdust that is being sterilized, and you can then now put them there, and you can continue to put water. You have to put a lot of water so that it's wet. It's not going to be wet, but it's going to be moist. So it's going to be moist. You make sure that the whole chamber is moist, and you can see the plant has started coming out. It has started germinating. That is what you can see now. So when it has been germinated, you can start removing them. You can see when you remove this, you remove it carefully, and also you cross-cut where you have removed, and so that to allow some other propagation. Then how do you root and how do you harden it? You can have, when you remove some, you have some with 3 roots. That's fine. You can now prepare a place where you can put them, maybe waterproof or thereabout, and you can now put them in there, and you are getting them ready to to be hardening. That is, their root is going to be hardening before you can transplant them. That is what you are seeing in demonstration. This is just little root. They are just little plants, and you can see them. They are just growing, and in the picture you are going to see how they have been able to grow. Can you see it? Now you can see you continue to put water, and that is being you can see now they are being put under shade, where you can continue to nurse them until they are able to have a good root for them to be ready to be transplanted. Those are the demonstration. That's a demonstration farm. Can you see? So if you have different species of plant, you have to label them so that you don't confuse one for the other, and so you can be able to see. So in summary, we have been able to look at different types of stage, or the stages of a banana or plantain propagation.